Hey everyone, and welcome to Upcycled Adulting, my YouTube channel where I help you grow to accomplish your goals, create healthy habits, and overcome obstacles. And today we're going to be talking about one of the most important components of accomplishing your goals. And we're going to demystify it because this seems to be a big hang up for a lot of people. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel because I am here to help you build the life you've been dreaming of. And yes, you deserve to have that life. So today we're going to actually talk about how to reward yourself or celebrate your wins. Now, I know that this might seem a little detached from the whole goal concept. Some of you may be trying to figure out exactly how to figure out what your goals are, or how to break them down, or how to actually get them done. And this right here is one of the key ingredients to getting those goals done. A lot of people really struggle with this. I have to tell you, I've been coaching for years, and the number of people who have talked to me about struggling with creating rewards or celebrating their wins, celebrating the progress while they're in the journey is astronomical. I'm going to say at least 95% of my clients have struggled with this. And that's why it was so important to me to create a video that kind of demystifies this once and for all. Now, first of all, why is this so important? So, we tend to lean pretty hard into negative reinforcement, into self abuse, even into self punishment, right? When we miss it, we beat ourselves up and we tend to be really, really good at it. So, we're missing it. We have not stuck to our habit. We skipped it today. Maybe we had a child homesick and so we couldn't. And here's what ends up happening is we just start calling ourselves names. We barrage ourselves. We're like, why can't you be more motivated? Why aren't you more self disciplined? Everybody else can do this. You're just being lazy. What's wrong with you? Right. And we get really intense with that negative feedback. And the problem with that is that it undermines our mindset. And your mindset is essential. Listen, it is essential to accomplishing your goals. You have to be able to believe in yourself. You have to see that you deserve it, that you are worth investing that time and energy in. And so we get completely derailed by this negative feedback loop. And when we create a focus on rewards, what ends up happening is we stay motivated, we build momentum, and we actually remain more committed to our goals. Now, many of us were raised in households where this isn't really a thing, where it's like, well, you're just doing what you're expected to do and it doesn't need to be celebrated and it's not a big deal. But that is absolutely untrue. And I have to tell you this, science proves that that is untrue. Okay. In psychology, we know that the most effective way to keep somebody motivated is positive reinforcement. Preferably, by the way, whenever possible, we want to keep that positive reinforcement a little bit less consistent. So that means we're not rewarding ourselves on an actual schedule, right? But we are going to reward ourselves through the process. And we don't need to necessarily attach those rewards to some massive, whoa, thing that we got done. Okay. We can just say, you know what? I haven't been super motivated lately, and I'm going to give myself a little something, something to push me on, right? I'm in a little bit of a funk right now, and I could use some positive feedback. I need a pump up. I need to get fired up, right? And so we can get that stuff in there anytime. But I always want you to be prepared with an idea of what kinds of rewards will help you keep going. And that might mean that right now in this moment, you make a list of the things that are really, really motivating to you, things that bring you joy, things that make you happy, things that make you feel seen and acknowledged and celebrated, things that help you feel proud. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell everyone to do is it's a must. You must keep an accomplishment journal or a victory log or a win log, right? Where every single day you write down 3 to 5 things that you accomplished. They don't have to be related to your goal and they don't need to be big things. The important thing that we're doing here is we are reminding ourselves to be proud of ourselves. Okay. Humaning is hard some days. Some days it's harder than other days. Some days we don't really feel like doing it. Some days we call it in. Some days we're in a funk. Some days our best looks different than other days. Some days we can't even show up with our best. We're not even there for that. Okay. And that's okay. Having an awareness or a constant stream of reminding ourselves, right, out of habit that we are accomplishing things, that we're doing good stuff. Okay. That is incredibly powerful and it creates something called momentum. Momentum beats out motivation every single time because momentum is based on the idea that basically a body in motion stays in motion. That's the scientific definition. When you are aware that you are moving in the right direction in any part of your life, it will ripple out to other parts of your life and help you raise the tide everywhere. I know I've got several different analogies here, right? Several different analogies, but you get what I'm saying. So we're going to make sure that we're keeping an accomplishment journal, log, record of our wins so that we fall asleep every single night feeling proud. And every morning when we wake up, we are excited on some level to write something down that night. We are thinking about that all day and we're reminding ourselves of it. I like to say that an accomplishment journal is like turning a gratitude practice inside, right? Gratitude changes the way that you see the world around you. Okay. It has you looking for the good in the world around you. An accomplishment journal actually has you looking for the good in yourself. It has you striving to make yourself proud. And that is incredibly rewarding as a feeling to feel proud of yourself. So we're all going to start doing that. If you are looking for a super easy way to make that happen in your life, check out my gratitude video because I explain in detail how to make this happen in just seconds without having to go through the fuss of creating a whole new habit and remembering to do it and all of that. So check out that video over there. Now, as far as rewards go, you're going to make a list of rewards. And I want you to really think about what your love language is. What is the thing that gets you excited? What is the thing that makes you feel seen and validated and heard? And I want to make sure that you think outside of the box about how to incorporate those things into your reward system. Right. So if you know that your love language is words of affirmation, then you may want to, when you do a thing or you need a reward, you want to get yourself a sign or a poster that has some quote on it that you love. Maybe you want to start keeping a quote book. Maybe you want to write yourself a love letter. If your love language is acts of service, then you may want to pay for somebody else to do a service for you, or you may want to do a kind service for yourself. If it's touch, maybe get a massage or get a pedicure, buy yourself a really, really soft, cozy blanket. That's another great idea. If it is quality time, make sure that you set aside a time to take care of yourself. And if it's gifts, get yourself a little something. By the way, the love language gifts is very often misinterpreted. That doesn't mean that you need or want to have a $3,000 handbag. If your love language is gifts, even small tokens of appreciation, like a little trinket out of a gumball machine, is something that you would appreciate and enjoy. So, really think about your love languages to try to create a little bit more of a dynamic list. And I also want to deeply and truly encourage you to shout your wins from the rooftops. Okay. A lot of times, the most rewarding thing we can do for ourselves is to actually hop on social media and to say, hey, I had this win, or hey, I got here, or hey, I did this even twice in a row, right? And to let other people show up for us and cheer us on and love us through and tell us that we're doing a great job because it feels good to have that feedback. And while we are absolutely not looking at somebody else as our source, we're not looking to our sister or our mom or our best friend or our husband that they are going to be our source, because that, y'all, is a lot of pressure. Okay. It is absolutely okay to pick up that megaphone and shout out, like, look at me, look what I've done. All right. And allow other people to validate you and show up for you and acknowledge you and your special, special talents. So make sure that as you are thinking about your goals, you are also thinking about how can you reward yourself? How can you nurture yourself? How can you celebrate your progress? Okay. Not just the big milestones, not just the big flashy stuff, but the days when you didn't feel like it, but you did it anyways. The days when you couldn't do it, but you were still mindful of it, right? Where you said, I have a child home from school sick. I can't get to the gym, but I am still mindful of it. And I drank all my water today. And I'm really proud of myself that I didn't take this as an opportunity to eat a whole bag of chips and a whole package of Oreos, right? I'm so proud of myself because even though I had to skip that part of my health journey, I actually focused myself on this and I didn't let it derail me. That's worth celebrating. We forget that those little things are worth celebrating. And by the way, it's also worth celebrating to say, I did eat the bag of chips and I ate the package of Oreos. And you know what? That's okay. I've given myself grace. I have learned and grown, and man, do I have a tummy ache, but I'm getting back at it, right? This isn't a permanent setback. It's a one-time thing. So be kind to yourself, love yourself, schedule some rewards in there, get some ideas to what you're going to do, and keep an accomplishment journal. You deserve to be celebrated for every single success, every single win. You deserve to be seen and validated, and you deserve to have somebody in your corner who's reminding you that they are proud of you. I am proud of you. More importantly, I truly hope that you find a way to be proud of yourself. Feel free to brag on you in the comments. I would love to see your wins, small and big. I love those little things when people really acknowledge themselves. And I want you to know that when you do that publicly, when you show up publicly and you say, I straightened my bed this morning, I want you to know that you open the door and you give space for other people to celebrate their little wins too. And I have to say, this is a community changing, a world changing approach. So get out there, spread some joy, celebrate your wins, love on yourself. You are absolutely amazing, and you deserve to live the life you have been dreaming about. Do not forget to subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Bye, everyone.